My mentors would say that I should be able to describe myself in 10 words or less, which is very difficult for me. Let's see how I do. Hello, my name is Dr. Viola Voila, an American violist, Suzuki educator, drag queen, entertainer, who also knows sign language. LGBTQI plus with a French accent. I am not French, but who doesn't like a little bit of sparkle and champagne in their life? So Dr. Viola Voila.
How do you identify within the LGBTQIA plus community?
How do I identify within the LGBTQ plus community? It's quite boring. It's just the G, another gay white male with a podcast.
When did you move to Ipswich?
I moved to Ipswich last May 2023 with my family. We purchased a home that was multi-generational because I have a sister with special needs, and me and my husband will be taking care of her the rest of her life. So I moved with my mother, my father, my sister, who is 11 years older than me, and my husband all moved to Ipswich last May 2023.
What should we expect on Dr. Viola Voila, Voices of Ipswich podcast?
I started this podcast because I started going out in the North Shore community, meeting queer artists like myself, and I feel like my skill set and my love and my spread of happiness and joy has a place here in Ipswich. I am passionate about building community first, collaborating with those around me, and engaging with the town of Ipswich.
What inspires your art?
Yeah, what inspires my art is a difficult one to answer. I'm more inspired by my friends and colleagues and my environment nowadays. But growing up, I had to go find the inspiration because it wasn't offered in Gilbert, Arizona. As a young child, I was inspired by Vogue, fashion, TV shows like Project Runway, America's Next Top Model. I wanted to be those people in those shows growing up. So growing up as a classical musician, I was incredibly invested and involved in the arts. My high school, Highland High School, when I was there, had 5 orchestras. My graduating class was over 700, but it felt small to me because I had my community, I had my friends in music. But to bring it back to what inspires me, going to college at Northern Arizona University, I finally felt like the lid was off of me. I finally was able to spread my wings, be as gay as I wanted to be, without feeling suffocated, without feeling like I had to hide who I was. And I did just that. Everyone said in my high school that I was their best friend. I was easy to talk to, I was a lot of fun, I'm really smiley, and I love being happy and spreading joy. So that's always been a part of me. But since coming out in college, I've been inspired by the queer communities around the world that I've been in contact with through classical music, getting to travel abroad to various countries and perform on my viola, to going to music festivals, moving to Boston after completing my doctorate in West Hartford. I am amazed by what is happening in the North Shore community as far as more queer events, more drag entertainers, and more artists sharing their art. I've been finding this summer that towns just one town up or one town below Ipswich, there is a renaissance of offering these events to the community because there are members of those communities and this community here in Ipswich who benefit from those events. I've gotten really involved in the North Shore drag scene, meaning I'm showing up to those bars, I'm tipping our entertainers, who most of them have degrees in musical theater, in viola performance. These are real artists, real entertainers, real human beings who just want to be and just want to spread their joy and their art. I can't wait to bring other Ipswich residents in here and sit across from them just like I am you. And every time I talk about my story and hear other people's stories, it inspires me and it just fills up my cup, as they would say. The more I sit down with the members of this community, knocking on wood, I've yet to meet someone that I'm not inspired by, that does not bring me joy and light up my eyes and make me smile. I've traveled the world with my viola, and now being here in Boston and specifically Ipswich, it feels like home. and I can't wait to be inspired more by the artists in the community that I know is here.
What project do you have coming up this year?
Ooh, what project do I have coming up this year? I am a full-time violin, viola, musicianship, and strings coordinator at the Suzuki School of Newton, which has its home in Waban Center outside of Boston. Through my full-time job as music faculty, I'll be going as Niccolò Paganini, hosting an event for Suzuki School of Newton on October 26th at Newton Presbyterian Church. For the first time, I will be hosting as my drag self. Drag to me is not necessarily a feminine presentation, so for that event, I will be coming as Niccolò Paganini, one of the most revered and talented violinists of the Romantic era. What will you expect to see there is 50 to 100 plus children, adults, musicians playing violin, viola, cello, flute, piano, percussion. So it's a community event where my school and the greater Boston area are invited to come if they are a Suzuki student. I also have recording projects coming up where I am debuting my single track, hopefully next year, titled Hello, It's Me, Dr. Viola Voila. I am also joining the Hometown Queeros and Ms. Diamond, getting out into the North Shore community. I was asked to perform the open stage at the Off Cabot. What should you expect from a Dr. Viola Voila show is my viola. I'm an American violist, Suzuki educator, so it's gonna be a family-friendly presentation, and a drag entertainer. So I'll be entertaining the audience through my instrument, through spoken word, and I can't wait to start performing and getting my face and my name out there in the North Shore community, and hopefully offering events here in Ipswich. And Ipswich is a great place to be. I saw that on a sign driving by the street the other day. What does a great place to be look like? A safe space where I could feel safe, happy, and spread joy. And I can't wait to be inspired more by the artists in the community that I know is here.